All right, I'm in the Stateside Classics tournament. I'm in the opening round of the Ricky Division of my practice account. I'm on hole number 17. And I have got some good practice in, but I have not had a good round. I'm probably not going to qualify for the weekend round of my practice account. All right. With my quarterback, and if I hit it just right, I'm barely clearing. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to cut this corner so that you can pick up distance out here. So from where you land your first landing spot out here. So if you're way far forward, you gotta have to have more curl in order to make up because the farther out here you get, the more curl you're gonna need, right? In order to get it back. So you're trying to cut the corner right here, and then with your max curl, so that if your first bounce is here, your second bounce bridges the gap and cuts that corner. With a quarterback, 4 rings off of this transitional surface, max club, no overpower. 2 power ball. I can get kind of in this trajectory and end up out here. I'm in mid club. I'd have to pick up quite a bit of distance out here in order to get into long iron. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna bring out my rock because it has more curl, has more power, and see if I can get it farther down in here, just messing around just to see what it looks like. Because I've been doing the shot with my QB because that shot is super easy with the QB, and I've demoed that a few times. So I'm thinking about switching it up. Seeing if I can get further around that corner. Now, I could bring out an Apocalypse and try and get way down around that corner, but the deal is that I think I get too far forward. Rock, and I definitely want to bring a Guardian. I want to bring all my backspin stuff. I want to try and... if I get into long iron range from that angle, I think today we're getting headwind here. At least we were on the front. Now, some of them have changed. I'm going to do the backspin. That's as far as I'm going to get up there. I'm going to bring a Katana just because it gives me the side spin. And I'm going to see how far I can work myself around that corner. I know with a QB, if you've got a QB that's got all of its curl, you need to be far enough because of where it's hitting, how far back it's hitting with a 2 power ball. If you brought out a 3 power ball, you'd move forward, so you'd widen that gap so you could try and cut it harder. You could move 3 rings off. We'll see how far down there I get. Do a little less than max, and I'm gonna do, I think I have the distance here. I'm gonna do like 2.5 rings off of that rough. It's 3.7. There's 3.7. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. We'll see where it comes up. I'm really concerned about the second bounce. Like, how much did I give up? So if you pinch up against that top, you could pick up just a little bit of distance, but there isn't much more room up there. I don't like to take max curl shots unless I have at least 2.5 rings of separation. I typically like to hold that at 3, but there are some shots, and this is one of them, where you can pinch it up there at like 2.5. But you got to have the forward distance. So like if you have an extra mile, you're using an extra mile, you can be up there and you can be 1.5 rings off, where normally I'd be 2. Let's see how much they're at. 354. So just taking the shot just that distance. Okay, I'm in Grim Reaper. See where the transition goes. I was able to get into my long iron range. And the wind did change from the front. It's going to be 3.1, it's 1.8 per ring, so there's 1.8, that leaves me 12. Looks like about 1 3/4 rings, somewhere in that neighborhood. 1 2/3. Hitting it perfect. On the inside of the cup. Just a little teeny bit more, well, and it just depends on which way the wind was blowing. I needed about, probably out in the field, about 4 or 5 more yards in towards the cup. So if I shaved off a little bit of my breathing room up at the top and I was just 2 rings off, I might be able to make that swing. And pick up a little bit. And that was with a 2 Powerball. So if I brought a 3 Powerball, I would definitely be in the right spot. So, but that'll change that drive shot, and it'll be super easy to end up in the rough, overshooting it. Because based off of the shot that I took, it's not forward distance that is the issue. It's the getting enough curvature around that corner that you're at the very top rolling down. But a 3 Powerball would definitely help you on the second shot. So it'd be worth bringing out a 3 Powerball if you wanted to take it with your long iron, so that you could get around the corner right there. You'd have to set that shot up for a 3 Powerball, which wouldn't be too hard to do. And it wouldn't take a lot of topspin to get down in there. I think that I'll have to go. I think that Grim Reaper has better ball guide than my Guardian. Let's check. Let's see what the. So Grim Reaper's got 3.8. The Guardian's got 3.8. So they got the same. I'm not sure if they have enough for me to find a funnel out there, but I'm gonna have to look around in those areas. But I think I'm gonna work a little harder to try and get into my Grim Reaper range. I've traditionally always taken that shot with the Guardian because it's super easy with the QB to just get out there in the middle, and you can set it up with your Guardian and find a spot, work that spot to death. But I may try and get out there a little bit farther. All right, that was hole number 17 of the Stateside Classics tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.